Hello friends, let us try to understand what is the ideal performance management system. You know what, all of us have been exposed to one of the best performance management systems when we entered our schooling formally. So if you can recall, how did these things happen? We went to a school. In fact, our parents took us to school. And there we were told that this is what you're going to achieve in this year's education. So in the first standard, I would say that probably I was supposed to learn all the alphabets of the language and few words related to it. At the same time, we were told that you will also learn how to behave properly. So there were some technical goals and there were some behavioral goals that were introduced when I joined that particular school. The next thing what happened was that the teacher started taking some tests in between. And then I had some kind of feedback coming in that this is wrong, this needs to be improved. I found that some of my friends were quick to pick it up, some were slow. And so the teacher did this. She attached those good students with the weaker students. And at times took extra effort to teach the weaker students so that they can be brought to the same level. And once we have done all this stuff, there were some final exams and there were some prizes to be won, and people were rewarded for their performance, and then the new cycle started. You know what, this is what is performance management system. We always say that you have to start with your goal setting, and when I say the goals, we should try to understand that we have technical goals and we have behavioral goals. So both of the things has to be clear to us. The next thing what happens is I need a buy-in. The employees should feel that this is important, and that is how they get involved in it. Why should I do this? Why am I measured like this? They should know why it is being done. So they get involved into it. I need their buy-in for this. And then we let them perform something and we monitor it closely so that we can find out the deficiencies, the gaps in the expected performance and what we see in the real scenario. That particular gap has to be bridged. So we'll try to work out on their developments. And so we will have some kind of training provided to them. And once the whole job is done, we need to praise their performance. We need to reward them for that. And then what happens next? We start with a new cycle. So usually it is a 1-year cycle that we talk about, but we can keep on monitoring our performance of our employees on, say, quarterly basis, maybe monthly basis, or maybe on a yearly basis. You know, one biggest difference between the school performance and the corporate performance that we talk about is that when we talk about the school system, yes, it looks quite organized, but it is not dynamic in nature, right? If I look in the corporate sector, the real business scenarios, we might have to change our goals frequently. We might have to update ourselves too frequently. At times things are not clear to us. There's a lot of ambiguity around, and so it becomes a challenge for us. So we understand the ideal performance management system. There are a few steps to it. 1, goal setting. 2, we need a buy-in or employee involvement. Then we need to monitor our employees, give them a feedback. We need to provide training to them. And then finally we need to reward their performance. And then the whole cycle again starts again. So what is happening is from the previous cycle, we learn few things and we keep on improving it in the next cycle. Happy learning.